The books messed up once again, and I got a bunch of great plays for this MLB slate for 420, April 20th. So if you want to come with me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a comment, leave a number 8, because 8 is the money number. And let's all get paid today because this past week, we've absolutely smoked the MLB. And I'm going to show you guys right here. This past week, man, up 4 units. We didn't have a winning day yesterday, but the 3 days before that, absolute blowout winners. And we've been crushing these YouTube videos, man. So I hope all these breakdowns have been helpful. And I'm going to go straight into it because behind me is my own proprietary dashboard that I use myself to break down these games to help me do better in analyzing the spots. It's not publicly available yet. Right now, I'm just going to be using it for myself and these YouTube videos. So a lot of this information is proprietary. So I hope it gives you the insights to empower your playing. But if you do want to come join me in my VIP chat where I give out all my premium plays for MLB, NBA, and whatever sports we have going on, go to the link down in the description or the pinned comment. I left something special for Monday. Money making Mondays, man. Let's get straight into the games, man. So the first game on the board, it's an earlier game. I believe this game, let's see. I don't know what time this game is. Game is early. I think it's like around like 11 a.m. today. So much earlier on the slate, like 11 a.m. today. So by the time you see this game might already be live. I'm probably not going to play this game, but let's go break it down. So we have Jack Flaherty against Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray at one point was an ace-type starter, bro. I don't know if it's still the case. We could pull out some of the history. Let's see. Let's go up into the top. Let's see. He's done pretty good against his Tigers team. You see below right here, .184 WOBA. And then Jack Flaherty on the same side. He's done fairly well as well. In terms of what my dashboard likes, let's see what it likes. It likes the under on the full game. I think it's also because the weather there is not the most positive for runs. Both these teams also, you take a look at their hitting, they've been okay, man. Red Sox, if anything, have not been hitting that great. Jack Flaherty, I mean, kind of a lot of walks, but he can strike guys out as well. I think it's a really tough game to call. I mean, Red Sox have been striking out at a decent rate. Both teams have not been hitting an insane, but in terms of the starter form, I'd say Jack Flaherty has not performed the best. Just take a look at this whip. And look at Gray. Sonny Gray has done better, and he's also done much better at home than on the road typically. So, yeah, the bullpen is not the most healthy. I don't know. It's not my favorite game. I'm probably going to skip this game personally. If I was to make a play on this game, I'd say Boston Red Sox money. I think Sonny Gray is the better starter playing at home. So their bats have not been the best. I do also like this under, but of course, there are a lot of guys on both sides I can definitely hit. I mean, Anthony, Keith, Riley Green. Both teams have good hitters, decent pitchers. But in terms of what I like, I think Red Sox full game under. I might also like Detroit Tigers first 5 money line. So we'll see. Probably going to skip this game for me, but that's my breakdown on the first game on the board, the Boston Red Sox against the Detroit Tigers in Boston. All right, next game on the board, we got the Houston Astros against the Cleveland Guardians. This is a 6:10 Eastern time game. So after 11 early game, you come after work and then watch these games right here. The Houston Astros against the Cleveland Guardians. And the Houston Astros have not been doing as good, even though they have such great hitting numbers. We take a look at kind of what they've been doing so far. Let's see. I can't even go all the way down. But basically, if you guys could have saw my screen, let's see. They lost every single game against the St. Louis Cardinals. Every single game. I believe the Guardians went 3-1 against the Orioles. So, like I said, man, don't be out. Cleveland team has been performing extremely well. We have Slate Ciccone against Spencer Arrighetti. And Spencer Arrighetti, he's a very hit-or-miss type guy, but he can strike you guys out, man. Strike against the Colorado Rockies, 8 against the Angels. I don't think that's impressive no matter what, but both these teams strike out a lot. So it's not like he's doing something, super incredible. But he's pitching deep into these games. He went against Baltimore and pitched 17 outs, almost a full 6 innings. Went past 6 innings against the Angels, a good hitting team. And then the Colorado Rockies went 6 innings. So he's done fairly well. Now he will be facing definitely a Cleveland team who's been, I don't know, I guess pretty good. But look, Slate Ciccone winning in St. Louis gave a 1 earned run, gave up 4 earned runs to the Braves. But the Braves, like I've said, been one of the best teams in the MLB. I've been absolutely caking out with them. They've been amazing. No earned runs to Chicago and gave up, 6 earned runs to Seattle, Detroit. So, I mean, okay, I'm definitely facing probably, if not one of the the toughest batting teams. And let's go see. Nope, this is not. Let's see trend. Let's see where are my trends rankings. There we go. So in terms of hitting, let's go. Let's see right hand. Let's see Astros top 5 right here, man. So no matter who it is, no matter who they face, they're gonna have a tough time with this Astros team. They're very tough, man. Also, they're very tough to strike out. So Coney's gonna have his work cut out for him, in my opinion. This game, I'm not saying they can't win this game, but definitely, the Astros are a good team. Even though they've lost, they got swept in their last series. Doesn't mean they can't win today. But my model likes Cleveland on the money line, and I don't disagree. You know why? It's because even if the Astros can hit up Slate Ciccone, I think Spencer Arguetti is good. Look, Cleveland's bats have not been the best. I mean, kind of average. But the big thing is the bullpen, bro. The bullpen of the Astros is so bad. They can have a lead and can totally give it up at the very end. So, very tough, man. I think, I like Cleveland, but I think Cleveland's been one of the best teams in the league, one of the most profitable teams. Travel for them. The Astros did have to travel after their series. So, not the best, but I think is right now, for giving the odds, we have the Guardians as minus 115 underdogs. Let's see if that's still the case. Yeah, minus 115. See, my odds are pretty still on point, even though they're frozen in that. I like Cleveland, but I think Cleveland can win this game. I think they have maybe a little bit of better on the overall team. I also say the whip splits, right? The one tough thing about Cleveland is that they have so many switch hitters. You could put a ton of guys on the left-hand side, and that seems to be a problem for Spencer Arguetti. So I like Cleveland. Give me Cleveland on the money line in the second game of the day. And look, if you're here and you're wondering where's the giveaway, I'll be doing the giveaway maybe after the next game, so I can take a little bit of a break. We can do the giveaway. So you commented on my last video, you'll be entered to win a free daily card. And today's Money Making Mondays. Let's go to it, man. So let's talk about the next game, though. Next game on the board, we have the Cincinnati Reds against the Tampa Bay Rays. Loader against, well, right now it's been TBD. It looks like I've seen in some places it could be Steven Matz. I'm not 100% sure. But let's go to it. See, even on here, it's not loaded. So at the time of this video, I can't really give you a really strong recommendation just because we don't have starting pitcher. Steven Matz has been okay, though. I can't say anything too bad about him. But one thing I would say is between the bats, though, Tampa Bay has definitely had the better bats. Not been the strongest hitting. The only problem is both bullpens have not been that good. I actually don't like this Tampa Bay bullpen's been pretty bad, man. So in terms of where I would go in this game, just giving, I know Steven Matz is okay. He's a serviceable pitcher. He's not the worst pitcher in the world. Red Loader, he's okay too. He's not been terrible either. I don't know. I think I like the Tampa Bay Rays first 5 on the money line. My model likes the full game. The only concern I do have is the bullpen for the Rays. But we will see, man. The only thing I will say as well, in terms of the whip splits, it's nothing crazy on either side. Honestly, we don't know if Steven Matz will definitely pitch. It could be a bullpen game. The Rays have been famous or been the ones that even created the bullpen game where they basically just have their full bullpen pitched throughout. So they have like switch out every 2 to 3 innings. So yeah, man. I do, again, the bullpen for the Rays is not the best. So I like the Rays first 5 money line. My model likes the full game money line. You guys can do whatever you want. If you want to stay up to date with maybe if we make a play, if they actually have a starting pitcher, go on my Twitter or follow me on Instagram or join the chat. We stay up to date, everything there. So you guys don't have to be concerned if you're in our VIP chat. And again, go to that pinned comment down below or the description. We have a way for you guys to get in at a special rate for watching these YouTube videos. But all right, let me do this game and then we'll go into the giveaway. Game on the board, the St. Louis Cardinals against the Miami Marlins, another 6:40 Eastern time game. Max Meyer against Michael McGreevy. Michael McGreevy, remember last year, he either was getting cracked or he was absolutely dusting teams. Looks like right now the hitting is more in the favor of the Marlins. The Marlins kind of slowed down a little bit. 108 WRC plus, not really high K rate. I think both hitting is about kind of the same. In terms of the travel, a huge travel spot for them. They went from Houston to Miami. In some travel, Miami is not traveling though, so that's a little bit of a positive for them. In terms of the bullpens though, I think the bullpen for Miami is a little bit better. You see right here, the bullpen for St. Louis not been the best. But the main thing is the splits. Either team get to each other, and right now, I think it's going to be kind of in my opinion. But what does my model likes? The Miami Marlins on the money line. Miami Marlins are minus 125 favorites. Wow, that's interesting. I think it's because Max Myers. Oh, let's go today. Let's see. Max Myers. I want to show you guys Max Myers. Right-handed pitching in terms of earned runs. Let's take a look at the season so far. 3 earned runs to Atlanta. That's not that bad, man. Atlanta's really good. One against Cincinnati, 2 earned runs against the Yankees. They ended up losing that game. And then he gave up 3 earned runs to Colorado. So, look, he's faced some pretty tough teams. Did okay. Agree. Let's see how he's done on this side. 2 earned runs to Cleveland's not bad. They ended up winning that game. Gave up 1 earned run to the Nationals. Very impressive. And then gave up 3 earned runs to Detroit. So, look, we'll see how he ends up doing in this game. I think Mike McGreevy, he's tricky, though. He's tricky. I think maybe we take the Miami Marlins on the money line, maybe the under, but tough game. I think it's a really close game to call. I think maybe the best shot maybe is Miami Marlins first 5 on the money line. I like that as well. I believe Miami Marlins right here. First 5 run line. I don't know if they're even on the top 5. Let's see. First 5 run line. Let's see. Who's the top 5? First 5 run line. Okay. Maybe let's go home. Are they here? They're not here. All right. They're not here, but hey, my Tampa Bay Rays are there. So, all right. Yeah, I thought maybe they still were there, but that's why you got to keep on tracking the trends. The trends change, man. Trends don't last forever. That's why it's called a trend. But, all right, guys, that's my view on the Miami. I like Miami slightly, but it's not. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a play on it. If you do want to know what I actually like in my plays, you might have a chance to win right now because I already uploaded yesterday's video. We got 19 unique comments, so I appreciate all you guys for leaving a comment, showing love. And let's pull out a winner for today's premium VIP card. And the winner of the free VIP card is both Dre. Shout out to you, my man. Put the number 8 because 8 is the money number, man. Let's go cash out today in premium. But hey, let's talk about this next game, man. Just shoot me a DM on Instagram and I got you, man. Next game on the board. 2 teams I've been loving, bro, especially the Braves. Well, the Braves have been a money machine for us this year, bro. I love the Braves. Shout out to them. Got me another win yesterday at plus money. I don't know why they've been plus money against the Phillies, but hey, they might have to start putting respect on the Braves' name. But the Braves are pretty decent-sized favorites. Minus 152 on the money line. Might have moved even more. Let's go take a look at maybe more up-to-date odds because I'm not paying for the odds. Let's see. Minus 150. All right, so let's see. Everyone on the Braves. You know why? Because the Braves have been crushing. So Bryce Elder has also been very good. Solid pitcher. Jake Irvin, though, on the other side, terrible. He's been terrible. The one concern, though, I have with Bryce Elder is this. Can't walk a lot of guys. He does give up contact. This year have not been an easy team to strike out, but he is not as good against right-handed bats as left-handed. But overall, I think this whip is kind of high. They could put 4 right-handers or even 7 left-handed bats. I want to look at the past because I thought in the past he might have had another one, but also he has not done the best against this particular lineup, right? Let's take a look at Bryce Elder here. Let's take a little bit of a deeper dive because you already know, like I've said in many videos, both the Nationals and the Atlanta Braves can hit well. So that's not a concern to me. But in terms of the splits between left-handed and right-handed bats, let's see. Yeah, last year, 1.5 whip on the 2025 season. So, yeah, man, I think they put 4 right-handers. Not bad at all. But overall, I will say this. Look, I think all the stats are going to show, especially because Jake Irvin is not good. Jake Irvin's really bad. That they're going to want to push the Braves. But it says under because I think the weather is not the best. Like 23% run. I guess the wind's really blowing in. I don't know what it is, but let's see. Let's take a look even on here. 11th ranked. Not the best for hitting today. I lean under. I lean over personally. I don't know why I like this the under so much. 8.5. I think both Jake Irvin and Bryce Elder can maybe give up runs. Bullpens are also not the best either. And I also did play Sunday Night Baseball. It wasn't like the craziest travel spot. I think they played the Braves played the Phillies. Now they're going to Washington. Not a far travel spot at all. But they did play Sunday Night Baseball. Could there be some fatigue into this? Maybe. But, pulling on small strings, I do think the Braves are the better team. They should win this game. I don't think the travel spot is going to be that big. They played it in Sunday Night Baseball. It's not that big. They didn't travel that far for this game. I am concerned on this, though. Like I said, right here, Bryce Elder not done the best against this particular lineup. So I think he can get touched up, but I also think Jake Irvin should get touched up as well. But look, just take a look. One of the best hitting teams, man. Nationals kind of been dropping a little bit, but we'll see. I think we can find out, man. But tough game, though. But so a lot of people on the Braves, but I don't know if this time I'm going to be on the Braves personally. All right, next game on the board, we got the Baltimore Orioles against the Kansas City Royals. The Kansas City Royals got absolutely killed or smacked up by my Yankees Shout out to the Yankees. I didn't fade the Yankees in any of these games. Or backup. It's don't have money on a team, on a game. I'm going to support the Yankees, man. I hope they win. I hope we go to the World Series and we win it for New York, because I don't think the Knicks in the NBA are going to do anything. But Kyle Bradish against Seth Lugo. Seth Lugo in the past, I mean, he wasn't. Bradish has been an ace in my opinion. And both teams not been hitting the best. I think maybe the hitting a little bit better. Let's see. I'll take a look at the rankings. Let's see. Let's take a look at. We can get right-handed pitching. Let's see. Yeah, they're below. They've been striking out a lot. So we're gonna see how they do in this one. I think obviously the Royals not been hitting well. Even against the Yankees, have a terrible bullpen in my opinion. They really couldn't get to them. The Yankees bats obviously carried them in that series. And I think the one Bradish, I'm very high on him. I think he's very, very good. I don't think he's gonna have a extreme problem here in my opinion. I think also the bowling thing I say about the bullpen is that the Royals bullpen is probably better. In terms of the game, my model likes the Orioles in all fashions. It also likes the under. I don't like under because even the weather looks to be kind of neutral in this game, like you see right here. But I think it's also just the fact that both teams have not been hitting that well. If we take a look, the one thing I will say, Seth Lugo has not had the best history against this Orioles lineup. Bradish has had a small history, only 11 pitching attempts, so can't take that with too much with anything in my opinion. And also Seth Lugo is going to be having 5 lefties, and some of these lefties are very good. Gunnar Henderson. I don't know if Alonso hits from the left side, but he will have guys that will give him some problems. So I agree with this. I don't think it's a lot of juice to lay either. Let's take a look. Orioles, -115 on the money line. Even if you do first 5, I don't think it's a bad one either. I want to pull this up too. Let's see. Let's take a look at betting splits. It looks like a lot of people like the Royals though, so we'll see. I don't know. And also, let's see. We'll look at Bradish. Let's see. I think he did have a tough game. So the last game he played, they had a lead against Arizona, but then gave up like a bomb at the bottom or top of the 5th. So didn't do well there. Gave up 2 runs to the Whites. They gave up 4 runs against the Pirates. So he has not had the best 2026 season. So if there's a game that maybe he can bounce back from, I think it could be this one, given how poorly, this Royals are hitting. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, man, give me Lugo, give me the Orioles on the money line or the first 5. I like it there. All right, guys, we're almost done. I think we have 10 games on the slate today, so I think I've gone through at least more than half of them. Next game on the board, Philadelphia Phillies against the Cubs. Phillies, I think they got swept because I bet the game, and I won every single game against them. But now they're going against the Cubs. Colin Ray. The Cubs, the Mets have not been playing good. So we've had, 2 teams sides. Both teams have had very similar hitting numbers. Both pitchers, I say, are okay. I'm not a big fan of Aaron Nola. I think Aaron Nola's not been that great. Same thing with Colin Ray. In terms of the starting whip, let's see, he's a little bit worse against lefties. Nola's been kind of average on, I guess, a little bit positive because he'll face probably more righties than lefties. But, more lefties than probably. In terms of the bullpens, I think, both okay. In terms of travel, Phillies are Philly to Chicago. I don't think that's the worst travel spot. Chicago's obviously not moving anywhere. There's no travel spot for them. My model likes the Phillies. Phillies on the money first 5 and the under in the full game. Phillies are, slight favorites. I think it's just because, of Aaron Nola. And I don't disagree 100%. For sure, I expect the Phillies. See, I'm just going to refresh my page because I don't know why it keeps on just taking me. So I think everyone's expecting the Phillies to bounce back. But it looks like, wow, the public's all over Chicago at home as slight underdogs. I think, people maybe it's because people really take a lot of steam that they swept the Mets. They just came off getting swept themselves. But let's take a look at Nola against his team, and he's done okay. A lot of 224 plate appearances. Yikes. And Colin Ray, also a lot of plate appearances. Let's take a look at the weather. Is the weather very pitcher friendly? So, yeah, I think maybe both pitchers can do okay. It's tough for me, man. I'm going to leave with what my model says. I'm not a big fan of Nola, but I'm going to take my emotions out of it. And, yeah, let's go with I'll leave not my favorite game on the board, but hey, maybe Nola because of the weather environment, because maybe the Chicago Cubs have not been hitting the most insane recently, that maybe we could support them here. But I will say Phillies have not been playing well, but maybe this road trip, getting out of the bank, can maybe wake them up a little bit because they did get swept against probably maybe one of the best teams in the MLB. So can't blame them for losing to the Braves because I bet against them every single time. And is this the last? Oh no, we have 2 more games left. The Dodgers, man, hey, they're getting cracked by the Rockies. I've been telling you in these videos, man, like, you guys can do whatever you want. You could keep on making plays with the Dodgers as big favorites, but hey, these bad teams will win, and the Rockies have been doing so. Jose Quintana, though, he is not my favorite pitcher. I think he's a very weak pitcher. Was on the Mets, was on a few teams, was used to get cracked every single game. Well, Bletzky got us paid, I think against the Padres. I forgot what team we backed him on, but or maybe it was I think it might have been the Mets. I'm sorry, it probably was the Mets. We have him in the first 5 run line plus 100, and he did an amazing job. Look, again, the Rockies have been performing a lot better. They've been getting to this weak Dodgers bullpen. I don't know what it's been, but I got to Dodgers, again, probably big favorites. I'd say you do Dodgers first 5 run line. I think they bounce back here. Maybe another, I don't know. I think Will Bletzky can pitch well in this game, too. I think he has a lot of advantages. But the Rockies, for some reason, might just have this Dodgers number. They're waking up to beat the best team in the MLB. But again, not too much of that. I think the value will always be with the Rockies. But I don't know. I think the first 5 run lines are what you might want to do. I don't like Jose Quintana. I think Jose Quintana is not a good pitcher. Let's look at his history. Terrible. Bletzky has not had a big history against them. But yeah, man, give me first 5 on the run line. That's what I'll do. And I think we're 2 more. Guys. We're gonna be here for a little bit more. Next game on the board. And this pitching change kind of screwed me. I had the Angels yesterday. I thought Reed Detmers was going to pitch in the first 5. They ended up and they lost 1-0 in the first 5 to the Padres. I think if Reed Detmers would have pitched yesterday, they would have had a better chance. But yeah. In this game, Toronto Blue Jays been doing okay against left-handed. And also, the Angels have done somewhat well as well. The one thing I will say is that the Angels have been one of the highest strikeout teams against right-handed pitchers. Is a very good strikeout pitcher. Look at his K-to-walk ratio. It's insane. The only thing is his pitch style. He's going to go for strikeouts, and if he can't get them, he can get into trouble and might be taken out early in the game. So if you're going to bet pitching outs or strikeouts, just be aware. If he can't get his groove, he has gotten into trouble before. I don't know if against this exact team, but it looks like on the history, he's done very, very well against his team. Detmers kind of been okay. Can't say that, but can Cease maybe bounce back in this game? I think he's had some good. He's also had some unique struggles in my opinion. So let's go take a look at Cease. Cease 2026 been strikeout guys at a decent rate, but if we look at the earned runs, oh wow, he's actually done really well. I guess I'm just referencing this game where they lost. So 1 earned run, 2, 1, none against the Brewers. Wow, very impressive. But like I said, look, he hasn't gotten very deep into those games. So only game was this one, and was he striking guys out? Nah, he wasn't really striking guys out. So he's going to try to do that in this game. I think Toronto Blue Jays, rightfully so, decent size favorites. They have not been hitting that well. They have not been performing that well. But my model does like them. First half of the money line, because the Angels in the first half of the money line have been performing so well as dogs. There's always going to be value. But I think at the end of the day, when it comes to the bullpen, I think, obviously, look, the score that I made myself versus them, much higher. I think Blue Jays full game. Hopefully, Dylan Cease can hold them down. But we'll see, man. He can get in trouble early. Maybe Angels get like a 2-1, 3-1 lead. Maybe Dylan Cease gets cracked by some of these guys. But, yeah, I like the Blue Jays money line. I don't think it's a crazy price to pay. I know there's, not bad at all. I think the Blue Jays, there were high expectations for them. And now maybe there's the value is on the Blue Jays now, even though, yeah, just because there doesn't mean there's value. But let's go, man. Give me the Blue Jays on the money line. I don't dislike it. All right, another new series, bro. The Athletics against the Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners are minus 155 favorites. Emerson Hancock is JT Jen. I don't blame. I think Emerson Hancock's a pretty good starter, man. Let's see. I don't remember how he did in his last game, but maybe I could be completely wrong. This is the last game on the board, guys. So let's go through it really quick. Ks, let's see, outs. Gotten pretty deep into some games. Let's see, 2026. Yeah, got half outs in a lot of these games. In terms of earned runs, 2, 3 against Houston, 2 against San Diego. Oh, yeah, that was the game I actually lost. Emerson Hancock, they were winning. I think they were up like 9-2 or 2, and then lost at the bottom of the 9th. What a crazy beat, bro. But at the end of the day, Emerson Hancock has done very well. And he's also done well against this Athletics team. JT Ginn on the other side. Let's see how he has done. JT Ginn, Texas, 2 earned runs. No earned runs against the Mets. That's pretty funny. In terms of outs, he has super deep into these games. Look, this ballpark suppresses a lot of runs. Oh, I also mentioned too, the weather for Blue Jays game against the Angels kind of looks to be neutral in terms of like the what's been runs allowed, possibly just due to weather. But look, I think the one problem that JT Ginn has, he's going to face a lot of left-handed bats. He could possibly play 7 today, so I don't think he's going to have the best matchup. But my model, the Athletics, bro, I think they think there's a lot of value with them. I don't know, first 5, money line, I think obviously the bullpen is not the best for either side, but I think it's definitely, wow, it looks like it's the Seattle bullpen's more worn out. Oof, they are traveling a little bit. I don't know, man. I think, if you play the Mariners, you have to do something like -1, -1.5. I don't know if I want to lay -160, but it looks like the value, according to my model, they like the Athletics first 5 or full game. So at plus money, let's see what the odds are again. Let's see. At plus 136, it likes the Athletics. And I don't disagree. I don't think this game should be -170 for the Mariners. I think the Mariners are good, but we will see, man. But yeah, I'll give my model. But if you disagree, I don't blame you. The Mariners are much better overall. I think they do have JT Ginn's a decent starter. The one thing I would say about Hancock, though, he does give up walks. So, yeah, man. Let's take the money, man. Let's go for the Athletics. But guys, if you've been here this long, I really do appreciate your hope. You guys have been benefiting from all these breakdowns. If you do want to join us in VIP, Money Making Mondays, we have our Monday special in our VIP chat. So, again, if you want to be entered into the free giveaway for tomorrow's daily card, make sure you leave a comment and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios, guys.